This meditation is a practice of being the observer in your experience of having and feeling thoughts and sensations within the body. This meditation is a practice of being aware of thoughts and sensations that are arising and passing. This allows you space to see that you are not your thoughts or sensations, but that you are the awareness and the observer of thoughts and sensations arising and passing. This helps you to not identify with thoughts and sensations that are constantly coming and going, to experience yourself as the observer and the awareness of them. This helps you to detach from identifying when you become aware of thoughts and sensations arising and passing. Then you no longer need to identify with any thoughts that are critical or negative, or sensations in the body that are unpleasant, because they are all coming and going, and you are always the observer of them in the awareness of them. So sit in a comfortable position. Allow your back to be straight, but not rigid. Take in a deep breath and release, allowing any tension to go with your out breath. Notice how your head feels as it's balanced perfectly on your shoulders. Allow any tension in your forehead to relax, any tension behind your eyes to relax, any tension within your jaw to relax. Let your shoulders drop and relax, and allow your arms and hands to rest in a comfortable position. As you sit, begin to notice sensations of your breath and pay attention for a moment to how your abdomen and your chest moves on each in-breath and on each out-breath. Notice the movement of air through your nostrils. And notice if there is a temperature of the air as it moves through your nostrils. Is there a temperature of the air in your nostrils as you breathe out? What do you notice most as you observe your body breathing? It may be the rise and fall of your chest or abdomen, or the sensation of air as it flows in through the nostrils and out. Keep your attention on that spot. Being aware of the in-breath and the out-breath. Observing the breath going in and the breath going out. As you keep your attention and awareness as the observer of your breath going in and out, you may notice that your attention shifts away from your breath from time to time. It's perfectly normal for thoughts to wander into fantasies, memories, worries, or things that you want or need to do. When you notice your mind has wandered, meet it with friendliness and know that you do not need to do anything about it. There is nothing to fix. Rather than forcing it, just try to allow yourself to come back to the breath and becoming curious about what it's like to be breathing right now. And you'll find that the attention is naturally drawn back to the physical sensations of breath as it moves through your body. If you go into a thought or a memory, and you notice, when you notice that you were in a thought, notice that you are aware that you were lost in a thought. Observe how the thought came and passed. If you become aware of a sensation in the body, notice how you are observing the sensation in the body. Anything that you are observing, whether it be a thought or a sensation, cannot be who you are. You are the observer of the thought and the observer of the sensation. So we're just going to take a few moments to focus on where you feel the breath most clearly in your body, the sensation of it, whether that is in your belly, your chest, or your nostrils. Practicing being aware of breathing in and breathing out. When you become aware of a thought, notice how you are aware of the thought. You are not the thought. You are simply the observer of thoughts and sensations coming and going in your body. And bring your attention back to how it feels to be breathing in the body, focusing on the breath and how it feels to breathe in and breathe out, allowing the flow of emotions or thoughts or sensations to arise, knowing that this is a natural flow and that you are not the thought, emotion, or sensation. And then bring your attention back to your breath. Notice the calm foundation of being the observer of any thoughts and any sensations or emotions that arise. Notice that when you do not identify with a thought, sensation, or emotion, there is incredible peace. Notice as you sit in this calm of things rising and passing, the phenomena of life is continually changing, how you are the constant behind it all. You are here to be the awareness. Excuse me. You are here to be the awareness of all things that come and go. Notice any sound that may be arising. Notice if there are any smells in the room. And notice with your eyes closed if there are any sights or colors that you can observe. Notice how it changes and moves, and that you are the one who is aware of it. Just pay attention to the process of them arising and then passing. That sensations appear and disappear or change, and how the flow of experience is constantly changing. Notice how nothing quite stays the same, and how you are not the one controlling the rise and fall of them, the rise of negative thoughts or the rise of sensations in the body are happening to the body and through the body, but you are not the doer of them. You are the observer of them. From moment to moment, everything in our experience is changing. Sensations come and go. Emotions come and go, and thoughts come and go. Try to pay attention to the process of them arising and passing. Notice the constant change in experience from moment to moment. A memory may be followed by an ache in the body. The ache in the body may be followed by a question. The question may be followed by a desire to act. And just notice how these experiences come and go, or changes. Bringing your attention back to the breath, of how it feels in the body, to bring in new life force energy of breath, taking in all you need and breathing out, and how it releases all that you no longer need for the lungs and the heart and the body. How you are already in a state of perfect flow, of taking in what you need. There's an abundance of air, and releasing all that no longer serves you without fear, knowing that you have another breath to take in, releasing out what you no longer need, and the perfect balance of the body, maintaining your life, your ability to be here and to experience all that is arising and passing. Sensations, thoughts, and emotions are part of the flow of experience. Regardless of how important they may seem, you are now aware that they will come and they will go. They are temporary and impermanent, and there is no reason to identify as them. Remember to bring your attention back to your breath when you become aware that you have experienced a thought, an emotion, or a sensation. Notice you have observed that you had a thought, or that there is a thought arising, a sensation that has arose in the body. And when you become aware of it, notice how it passes, and bring your attention back to the breath. Become aware how you no longer need to identify with any thought that arises, any sensation that arises, or emotion that arises. It cannot be trusted because it comes and it goes. And you are the observer and the awareness of sensations, thoughts, and emotions that come and go in your experience, and that it is a very natural flow that does not need to be judged or fixed. You just simply need to be aware and the observer of them. As this meditation comes to an end, know that you have spent this time intentionally being aware of your moment to moment experience, and that this builds your capacity for opening to the senses, to the vividness and the vitality of the present moment. It expands your skills to be with whatever arises and passes without identifying. You've allowed yourself to be curious and open to whatever presented itself to you without judgment. And notice the calm and peace when you stay in that moment of being the observer. So whenever you're ready, bring your attention back to the breath. Wiggle your toes. Bring your attention back to the space you're in. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Have a beautiful day or a restful night of sleep, knowing that you are a divine being.